Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first educational video here. So make sure you tap on the subscribe button to get more such practical tips to grow on social media every week here as well as on my LinkedIn and on Instagram. So let's get started with today's topic, which from the title you know is when you shouldn't be hiring a social media manager. Everyone talks about when to hire one, why to hire one, the advantages and everything, but nobody talks about when not to hire a social media manager, and this leads to a lot of miscommunication, confusions, and literally trauma. I've literally lost half of my hair. So yes, let's start with our client story number one. Do not hire a social media manager if you haven't worked with a brand strategist yet. Let me tell you why. Because I once had a client, let's call her Priya. So she texted me on Instagram. She was very excited to work with me and grow her Instagram. But when I checked her Instagram and website, she didn't have any particular brand colors. She didn't have a nice logo. It was very vague, and most importantly, she didn't have a clear messaging. She couldn't tell me what her brand voice should be, what made her different from her competitors, and even who her ideal audience was, because of which whatever content we planned, it wasn't resonating with the audience at all. She wasn't getting enough views and engagement. And then she decided, yes, I should go to a brand strategist first, Nandita, and then I'll get back to you. I did suggest her on our discovery call to go to a brand strategist first, but she didn't believe much in colors and logos and the whole psychology behind it. And even I was a very beginner social media manager, so even I took up the project thinking that I can ace it all and get her results anyways, which I was wrong about, of course. So lesson number one that I learned, that branding is not just about logo. It is much more than that. It's not just about the aesthetics. You need to have clarity on your messaging, on your unique value proposition, and whom you're trying to target and what problems you're solving. And only after that you should consider hiring a social media manager. Now let's move on to point number two. Do not hire a social media manager if you do not have a well optimized website. I have lost count of the number of clients who have asked me to fix their website. That's not what a social media manager does. I particularly remember this one client, let's call him Amit. He was selling these handmade candles online. He had a website. So after I onboarded him, within the first 2 months itself, I got him pretty good reach and engagement, and obviously a lot of leads and traffic to his website. Surprisingly, the conversion was zero. No sales at all, because his website had very poor user experience. Product descriptions weren't clear. It was like he copy pasted something from ChatGPT. It didn't sound like human at all. The website was very slow, and the checkout process wasn't clear at all. And this is something I see a lot of people don't understand, that no amount of social media marketing and strategy is going to help you if your website is broken. You will just be pouring money down the drain. So lesson number two, before you hire a social media manager, ask yourself, is my website easy to navigate? Is it optimized for mobile users? Does my website build trust with testimonials and clear policies? And now moving on to point number three, do not hire a social media manager if you haven't made a single sale yet. Because I once worked with a fitness coach who had an online fitness program. She never made a single sale by herself. And the hard truth is, if you yourself aren't able to sell your service or product, hiring a social media manager is not going to magically fix that. We are here to amplify what's already working, not to create a demand from scratch, which is what a lot of people misunderstand about social media managers. So lesson number three, before hiring a social media manager, ask yourself, have I sold this service or product 5 to 10 times? Do I have customer feedback that proves people want this? Is my offer and pricing clear? Because all of it comes under a business strategy, which is not what a social media manager provides. You need to have clarity on your offer and pricing beforehand. And the last point is very important. Please listen to it. Do not hire a social media manager if you cannot give them enough time to test their strategies. Once had a client who wanted viral results in 2 days. Not even 2 weeks, not even 2 months, 2 days literally. I remember this was one of the worst experiences of my life. I took like a 3-4 months break after this, because after I onboarded them, The first reel that I posted on their profile, they just deleted it as soon as it was posted, and they texted me in the group telling that, Nandita, this reel is pretty short, it has to be longer. What is the point of putting short reels? Even we can post that. You should post 1 minute reels. We are paying you for that. They did all this drama after approving the content, because social media managers take approval before posting, right? Even after they approved it, they deleted it. So basically this was a fight between founder and co-founder, and I was stuck in between. The founder approved the content and the co-founder just deleted it. And the second day that I posted something, same thing, they texted me in the group complaining that this is not good, that is not good, even though everything was done with a strategy and logic in my mind. For some reason the co-founder didn't trust me. And you will not believe, third day the person is texting in the group telling that, Nandita, it feels like we are wasting our money, we have more knowledge than you, we will put a case on you if you don't refund the money this week. And me being a beginner at that time, I didn't have a proper agreement in place. I did have an agreement, but it didn't cover points like I will not be giving a refund and how much long they should wait to see results and stuff like that. Basically, some very important terms were missing. I got a panic attack, like case and jail, though I wasn't in the wrong, but I didn't want to have to deal with all that mess. I just wanted to get rid of them and never want to, hear and see them. So I refunded the money and told them tata bye bye. Truth is, the algorithm keeps changing, and we as social media managers need few weeks to experiment with different styles and types of content. Not every post will go viral, but consistency is what is going to get you results in the long run. A good social media manager needs time to analyze, adjust and optimize your content strategy accordingly. And if you cannot give them few weeks or months of time to do all of that, you are setting yourself up for disappointment. So the conclusion of this video is that if you want to hire a social media manager, make sure you have a solid brand strategy in place and a well optimized website if you take orders from there, proof that your product sells, and patience to let your social media manager apply the strategies. And if you are a beginner social media manager or someone who's still considering to start social media management, comment yes mm and I'll share the link to my 3 hours live masterclass where I teach you the basics of getting started as a social media manager. And don't forget to comment below if you have done any of these mistakes that I have done. Obviously, do not forget to tap on the subscribe button because I will be posting more such valuable content like this every other week. Tata, see you all in my next video.